You must see this before the last day of June. This is a critical and urgent warning for June 30th, 2025. Do not ignore this. Do not scroll past this message. If this message has found you, it is because your soul has been sending out a cry for help for a long time, and now the universe is finally responding. What is coming is not just another new moon. We are on the brink of a lunar energy shift unseen in thousands of years, and its effects have already begun to ripple into our reality. Most people will continue with their daily lives completely unaware of this major surgical intervention taking place in the planet's energetic field. But not you. You feel it, don't you? That strange hum in the air, that low-frequency vibration you feel in your bones. Lately, you've been waking up suddenly between 2 o'clock and 4 a.m. Your heart is racing, for no reason, but you're drenched in sweat. The urge to cancel your plans suddenly rises. You want to escape the noise, just be silent. This is no coincidence. This is your higher self, your inner guidance system, screaming to prepare you. The most fundamental and highest message heard in this process, the single command echoing through physical reality, is this: on June 30th, you must be alone. Now I will explain why this solitude is not just a suggestion but a spiritual necessity for your survival and evolutionary development. Because what will happen on this day will determine the energetic path you will follow for the rest of your life. 1. Great Cosmic Download. The first and most important reason why you must be alone on June 30th is what we call the Great Cosmic Download. This new moon occurs in Cancer, an extremely sensitive and intuitive sign, and this celestial alignment creates a channel directly connected to the source energy. Imagine it as a direct, divine fiber optic cable connection to the universe's consciousness. Through this channel, a massive data package is being downloaded into the energetic field. But this is not just information, it is a new spiritual plan, a soul blueprint. This package contains the light codes needed for the next stage of your evolution, the schematic map of your true life purpose, and the energetic keys required to awaken the dormant abilities within your DNA. This is a 5-dimensional operating system update for your entire being. And now imagine you're trying to download this life-changing update in a crowded, noisy cafe using public Wi-Fi. The connection is weak, unstable, and vulnerable to viruses. Being with others on June 30th will be like this. Every individual has their own energy field, their own frequency, their own static noise made up of thoughts and emotions. And when you are in the same environment as someone else, these energy fields inevitably intertwine. On a normal day, this might be tolerable, but during this sacred download, other people's energy can corrupt your file. Their fears are written into your new program. Their doubts cause errors in your new reality matrix. Result: you receive a corrupted and incomplete version of your divine potential. Loneliness creates a sacred, sealed, and protected energetic capsule. This establishes a clean and high-speed connection directly to the universe. Thus, the spiritual plan you receive will be pure, complete, and calibrated specifically for you. This download contains the answers you have been praying for, the clarity you have been longing for, and the path you have been searching for since time immemorial. You cannot tolerate any interference with this transmission. 2. Karmic and ancestral cleansing. The second reason is directly related to the first. Because this new moon initiates a planetary energetic cleansing of a magnitude we have never experienced before. The lunar energy of this day is a powerful spiritual solvent designed to dissolve karmic debts accumulated over centuries, traumas inherited from ancestors, and shadow programming imprinted into cellular memory. This process is not merely about relieving the stress of the past week, it is about cleansing the pain of your ancestors, the wounds from past lives, and the core beliefs that have kept your entire lineage enslaved for generations. This process is personal, emotional, and extremely intense. A deep sadness rising for no apparent reason, outbursts of anger whose source you cannot identify, memories that are not your own surfacing in your mind, and an inexplicable need to cry. Absolute solitude is necessary for this to happen. Because when you are with others, two dangerous situations arise. First, their energy, especially those who are not consciously working with these processes, acts like an energetic dam. You suppress the purification within you in order not to disrupt the social balance, not to be strange, and this toxic energy is buried inside again, after which it becomes much more difficult to cleanse. Second, and more dangerously, you become a psychic trash can. As those around you unconsciously begin to release their intense energies, your open and sensitive energy field absorbs them like a sponge. Their trauma, fear, and anger flow into you. You leave a social setting feeling tired, heavy, and sick, carrying others' spiritual trash without even realizing it. Solitude is a profound act of spiritual hygiene. It allows your energetic dam to break. It allows old pain to flow freely and uninterrupted like a river, and you experience your own purification without taking on others' burdens. You must create a sacred space and allow the waves of this month to cleanse you completely. Before continuing, I want you to feel the truth of these words in your soul. If you feel the call to retreat into this silence and are ready to create this sacred space, stop this message now and write, "I am using the energies of the moon." This is not just a comment, this is a commitment to the universe. This is a flag planted in the energetic soil of this moment. This is a declaration that you intend to work consciously with these powers and choose to align with the cosmic flow. Now, let's delve a little deeper into this understanding. The purification process we mentioned earlier is not a delicate or gentle transition. It is a spiritual excavation that delves into the deepest layers of your soul, often a jarring one. The energies released are not soft or gentle, rather they are the intense and sticky imprints of emotions like survival, betrayal, loss, and pain that have been embedded in the collective human memory for thousands of years. The energy of this new moon in Cancer is extremely emotional, primal, and deeply connected to our roots and fundamental bonds. This is the energy of the mother, home, and inner child archetypes. Therefore, this purification process specifically targets the following wounds: the need for safety, belonging, nourishment, protection, and emotional refuge. You may find yourself in a deep mourning for a childhood you never experienced but always longed for. Or you may feel a deep sense of homelessness toward a place you cannot name. This is actually your soul's longing for its true cosmic home. Being alone allows you to sit with this deep vulnerability without a mask. You can allow your tears to flow freely. You can cry into a pillow, remain silent, or even hold your own hand, allowing your inner child to finally feel safe and speak. Trying to do this with a partner, family member, or friend is nearly impossible. Their attempts to comfort or fix you, without realizing it, will halt that sacred process of healing. Even with good intentions, their desire to comfort you may sever you from that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for ancestral and emotional cleansing. This is your sacred work, and it must be done in the temple of solitude. This is not about being antisocial, it is about honoring your soul. This solitude, like a caterpillar retreating into its cocoon, frees you from the chains of old wounds and allows you to be reborn with a brand new self. 3. Full calibration of the internal guidance system. The third reason, directly linked to purification, is the full recalibration of the inner guidance system. On June 30th, the veil between our world and the higher dimensions will be thinner than ever before in human history. This is not a metaphor. The planet's frequency is rising so rapidly that the thick fog separating us from our spiritual senses is dissipating. Your clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, and claircognizance abilities are about to activate, whether you are ready or not. The energy of this new moon is coming to cleanse your third eye, pineal gland, and tune you into a much higher frequency information channel. In this solitude, you may hear the whispers of your spiritual guides with astonishing clarity. You may see sparkling lights or geometric patterns at the edge of your vision. These are the signatures of light codes and angelic beings. You may experience a sudden state of knowing beyond logic about people, events, your next steps. This is not a hallucination. This is you finally beginning to perceive reality as it truly is. Think of it this way. You're trying to tune into a distant radio station on a precise frequency, but you find yourself in the middle of a loud rock concert. Is that possible? No. That concert is the collective psychic noise of humanity. On June 30th, even if they are people you love, being around others bombards your system with their thoughts, fears, repressed emotions, and chaotic energy fields. You lose your inner silence. You may mistake their fears for your own intuition, their limited beliefs for divine guidance. The result, mental confusion and spiritual disconnection. Solitude, therefore, is like a cosmic noise-canceling headset. It creates a sacred silence where you can hear your own voice. The messages that will come to you today are the new coordinates of your life journey. They will steer you away from dangers, guide you toward opportunities, and align you with your highest destiny. Missing these messages because of the energetic interference of others is a risk you cannot afford to take, because this is the moment when you will finally receive your map. Don't let yourself be distracted by the noise of others and stray from your path. 4. From energy to biology, crystal body activation. And now the fourth reason is taking us from the energetic realm to physical transformation. Because right now, as humanity, we are going through a profound physical transformation process. Crystal body activation. It may sound like science fiction, but this is the spiritual reality of this time period. For thousands of years, the human body has functioned largely on a carbon-based system. This was a dense and heavy frequency, suitable for the 3D world based on separation and survival. However, the high-frequency light codes brought by this new moon are beginning to activate the crystalline template within us. The genetic material within our cells, long dormant and referred to as junk DNA, is now becoming active and transforming into a silica-based crystalline matrix. A crystalline structure can carry exponentially increasing amounts of light, process much higher frequencies of energy, and is far more resistant to the intense energies of fear and negativity. This structure is, in the truest sense of the word, the biological tool necessary to exist and evolve in the 5D new world. This cellular restructuring process is the most intense and delicate biological project your body has ever undertaken. This process requires a large portion of your life force energy. That is why many of you are in a state of inexplicable exhaustion, unable to get enough sleep. You may be experiencing strange pains in your joints and bones, tingling or vibrations in your body, a sudden increase in thirst, or a craving for high-frequency foods. These are not signs that you are sick. They are symptoms of ascension. They are signals that your body is being rebuilt from the inside out. In order for this process to proceed gracefully and effectively, your body must be in a state of deep rest and zero stress. However, when you are with others, you are forced to manage social dynamics, respond to their needs, and maintain an energetic interaction space, causing your body to unconsciously enter a state of low-level stress. This social interaction keeps your body in the sympathetic nervous system state, the fight or flight mode. In this state, the stress hormone cortisol is released into your system, and this hormone is the direct chemical enemy of crystal activation. Cortisol literally stops the cellular transformation process. Solitude allows your body to enter the parasympathetic nervous system state, the rest and digest, or more accurately, rest and rebuild mode. Only in this state of deep peace and security can your cells perform the miracle of transforming from a carbon structure to a crystalline structure. Being alone on June 30th is a clear command sent to your body. You are now safe. All energy can be directed toward this sacred elevation. Trying to cope with social stress while undergoing this sacred transformation is like trying to build a cathedral during an earthquake. This is not only ineffective but also dangerous. Respect your body. Give it the sacred solitude it needs to transform into a temple of light. If what I'm saying resonates with you, if you're feeling physical changes like deep fatigue, aching bones, and heightened sensitivity, and you recognize these as signs of evolution, seal this awareness now. Go to the comments and write with intention, "I feel the awakening." This is not just for you. It is also a powerful affirmation that you are consciously accepting this elevation. This is a message you are giving yourself. I am aware of this sacred work. Inform the universe that you are an active participant in this awakening. Now write, "I feel the awakening." Now let's expand this crystal body activation process a bit further to fully grasp what it actually protects. This is not merely a subtle energetic shift, it is the birth of a new human potential. The carbon-based body was susceptible to disease, sensitive to aging, and had a limited spectrum of perception. This body was a vessel designed for a limited reality. However, the crystal body is a vessel made of light, capable of self-healing and restructuring. It can directly access information from the quantum field, develop sudden brilliance and creative intuition, and it is immune to the low vibration manipulation and control frequencies that have long governed humanity. Choosing solitude on June 30th is not about escaping the world, but to become a spiritual midwife, giving birth to the new you. It is opening the door to becoming a new human being capable of carrying the frequencies of unconditional love, unity consciousness, and divine sovereignty. Every moment you spend in silence is a conscious contribution to this extraordinary biological process. You are allowing the light codes to fully integrate. You are rewriting the old programs written on illness and limitation, building a new temple filled with light where your soul can dwell. Exposing this sacred process to the exhausting and stressful energies of social interactions would be a cosmic tragedy. You are currently on a divine operating table. The most critical surgery of your existence is taking place, and you don't invite a party to an operating room, do you? Protect your energy, protect your body, and allow this miraculous transformation to unfold gracefully in the sacred sanctuary of your solitude. 5. The separation of timelines, the turning point of destiny. The fifth reason for being alone on June 30th is to manage the phenomenon known as the separation of timelines. This is perhaps the most mind-bending yet most vital concept. This intense energy wave coming from the new moon portal acts like a massive centrifuge on a universal level, separating humanity according to its frequencies. We are no longer all heading toward the same collective future. Reality has already begun to split into multiple parallel timelines. Some will continue in fear, control, and 3D limitations. Others will create timelines of ascension, freedom, sovereignty, and unity consciousness. The steps you take on June 30th, the thoughts you think, and most importantly, the vibration you hold, are the energetic signature that will lock you into a specific timeline. This is the great separation, and when you are with others, you inevitably become entangled with their energetic reality and their timelines. The desire to live in this world in this way is the highest act of love and responsibility toward oneself. It is about taking back power from the outside world and realizing that you, and only you, are the creator of your own reality. Solitude provides the focused, uninterrupted construction site you need to build the life you envision. Don't allow anyone else to enter this construction site and spray graffiti of fear on the walls of your new temple. This is your sacred construction. Protect your space, protect your vision, and build with the highest frequency materials possible: love, joy, peace, and gratitude. The universe will resonate with the plan you have drawn up and will support you in completing this construction with miraculous speed and grace. 7. Sacred Echo Ritual, Conscious Creation with Cosmic Law. The seventh and final reason for being alone on June 30th is to perform the sacred echo ritual. This is a practice that has been kept secret for generations, passed down through ancient mystery schools, and now it is being revealed to the collective because there is a great need for it. The universe operates on the law of resonance and reflection. What you give, you receive. During this new moon, the energetic fabric of reality will be perfectly still and highly reflective, like a mirror. Whatever you reflect onto this surface, the universe will reflect back to you with astonishing speed and precision. The sacred echo ritual is the conscious act of creating the strongest and purest vibration you wish the universe to reflect back to you. This cannot be done in a chaotic environment where others' energies disturb the water. This ritual is only possible with absolute stillness and focus, that is, in solitude. The ritual itself is simple in form but profound in power. In solitude, you distill all your intentions for your new life into a single emotion, not a list of desires, not complex visualizations, but a single core frequency: freedom, unconditional love, sovereign peace, creative joy. Find the single emotion that represents the pinnacle of the reality you long for. Once you have found that emotion, on June 30th, whether for 10 minutes or an hour, your sole task is to produce that emotion in your body in its most intense and pure form. Close your eyes, breathe, forget your problems, forget the past, and just feel, live that emotion, embody it, become the living, breathing incarnation of that emotion. You don't want that emotion, you become that emotion. In that moment, you become a transmission tower, sending out a single pure high frequency into the cosmic field. In that moment, your heart should be your guide, not your mind. Because the universe hears frequencies, not words. All you need to do is surrender to the wave of that emotion. Feel it with every cell in your body, as if you were already living it, as if that emotion were your skin, your breath, and when that feeling rises like a trembling light within your body, you will realize you are no longer defined by the pains of your past. You are not limited by your anxieties. What society thinks of you no longer matters because you are becoming yourself, pure, true, resonating with your essence, aligned with your higher self. This state is not a prayer, it is a broadcast. You are not asking for anything, you are broadcasting a frequency. Every feeling you broadcast finds an echo in the great mirror of the universe. Remember, this new moon is not a call, it is a passage. And this passage does not remain open forever. On June 30th, the veils between the sky and the earth will thin. The structure of what we call reality will flex for a brief moment, and you will take the right to shape your own reality by passing through that moment. But to do this, you must be free from external noise. No one's worries, no one's confused energy should touch your vision. Any external influence that interferes with your transmission disrupts the signal to the universe. It should be like a tone, pure, singular, clear. So be alone, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and energetically as well. Turn off your phone. Step away from the screens, silence the external voices, and turn to your inner voice, because your soul already knows what you long for. Your heart already remembers what it wants to merge with. Your body deeply feels which emotion is your natural state. That emotion is your universal coordinates. That emotion is your quantum signature. And on June 30th, you will imprint that signature into the sacred book of the universe. Your new timeline begins there. The effect of this new moon is not an ordinary cycle change. It is an energy sealing. The steps you take, the thoughts you think, and most importantly, the feelings you hold, will seal your frequency, and from then on, that seal will determine everything you attract into your life, who you will meet, what opportunities you will encounter, what you will experience with ease, and what you will leave behind. Therefore, loneliness is not just a state of protection, it is the cleansing and purification of your spiritual broadcast frequency. This is not a purification, it is a birth. It is the potential within you, finally breaking out of its shell and coming out. Perhaps in the past, you asked yourself, "Who am I?" countless times. Perhaps you didn't know what to do. You couldn't understand whom to trust or which direction to go. But now, the answers are not outside. The answers are within you. They are hidden in that one feeling. Whatever that feeling is, that is who you are. And for the universe to recognize you, it is enough to know this. When you whisper your feelings to the universe, it hears you with a shout. When you clarify your frequency, the universe responds to it. The universe serves clarity, not mixed messages, and June 30th is one of those rare moments when you can create that clarity. So give yourself this moment. You don't have to explain it to anyone. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone. Just be, just feel. Be there for yourself, for your pure existence, and remember, this feeling is not just about wanting something. This feeling is about remembering that it is already there. You were already that love. You were already that peace. You were already that freedom. What you will do on June 30th is simply reactivate this truth, to call back that ancient wisdom from the stars, and to send this message to your higher self. I am ready now. When you emerge from this process, you will feel lighter. The fog in your mind will have lifted. The burdens in your heart will have dissolved. Perhaps nothing will seem to have changed on the outside, but you will have changed. And this inner transformation will reprogram your reality, because the most powerful manifestation is not mental but emotional. And the moment you fully embrace your emotions, the universe begins to dance with you. If you are reading this message, this call is for you. This new moon is not just in the sky, it is rising within you. If you feel its light, recognize its frequency. Remember, so don't be afraid of loneliness, be alone today, and when night comes, perform your rituals in silence, with awareness and love, because all the reasons we mentioned above are powerful enough to convince you to be alone, even on their own. But when they come together, they become an undeniable spiritual necessity. This is not about being afraid of the world and hiding. It is remembering your own creative sovereignty and claiming it. It is sanctifying your own evolution, and it is actually the deepest, most genuine act of self-love you can do. At this unprecedented moment in human history, you have a choice. You can hear this call. You can clear your calendar. You can tell your loved ones, "Today is mine." You can turn off your phone, mute the news, step away from the digital world, and return to your inner world. You can create a sanctuary for yourself. In that space, you can allow these sacred downloads, purifications, and elevations to unfold gracefully within your body, mind, and spirit. Or, you can ignore that silent scream inside you, continue with your normal life, rejoin the collective chaos, and feel tossed about, exhausted, confused, and energetically fragmented by the wave of cosmic energy that comes once in a millennium. The fears, unconscious bonds, and unresolved energies of others may mix with yours, and this means handing over your divine journey to someone else. The choice is yours, and as always, free will is yours. But if the universe is sending you this message today, at this very moment, with such intensity, it is because your soul is ready. The only thing that is ready is not to move on to the new, but to let go of the old. All you have to do is create a space, stop, slow down, be alone. That's all. You are now standing at the threshold of what you have always dreamed of, and this door will open on June 30th. But it will not wait for you. Be ready, prepare yourself, pass through this door alone, but whole, free from the burdens of the past. Because this transformation of the giant moon energy, unseen for thousands of years, is not just beginning, it is calling you by name. So will you answer this call? Before it closes, I ask one more thing of you, a strong declaration of intent to yourself, and to this community of awakening souls. This journey is not a path to be walked alone forever. But these moments of transformation require us to stand in our center and be an anchor for ourselves. If this message has stirred something deep within you, if this call resonated with you, and if you are committed to honoring solitude on June 30th, go to the comments now and write your strongest affirmation one last time. I am ready. This word sends this message to all levels of consciousness and to the universe itself. I accept this mission. I accept my power. I accept my divine nature. I am ready to become the person I am meant to be. If this video has brought you clarity, please like it. If you feel this message could reach someone who is ready, share it, and stay tuned as critical information about how to navigate this post-transformation world will be coming soon. Don't forget to turn on notifications. Thank you for listening. Thank you for having the courage to choose your light. I respectfully greet the divine journey you have embarked upon.